I think so. The drop in. Gets the shot off and gets the elimination. Mongraal literally putting on a clinic of why you need to pay attention to what's going on. Everybody. Johnny's got 14 eliminations. There's 21 players left. This might be one of the biggest games we've seen so far. At least it has the potential to be so. I think the highest elim count we've seen so far today is 18, a 28 point.
So when you're a player like Johnny, who we've seen win the Blackheart Cup, one of the best players in NA West, and putting that legendary infantry rifle to work. I know you're a huge fan of that weapon in particular.
Means he's out of this game. We'll see if he can land it. Cosmos goes down, puts him up to 60 HP, and he's got 8 rockets. This could be big.
And he hit that pump shot as the boogie bomb was in the air, so the other player would have been able to punish, but that infantry rifle taking out the second to last baller. B-Razy still has his, but we're into the top 5 now as Frank picks up that elim. So only eliminations in the victory route to play for as Nate Sweeney picks up Vitor. Not giving Frank any room to try and get through. Johnny now ducking out towards the side, trying to find an angle, gives up his health lead to Frank. Now that is important for
the second elimination, 25 points total with 4 players left. This circle starting to close, pushing its way into retail row. Not wanting to push too early. There's no point to expose yourself to players that may still be above. And that name, which is the Sneeze, to be quite honest with you, goes down. The follow through Minty with a back-to-back, stuck in a 1v1. The low ground warrior, Miki, has the top, has the high ground, has quite a bit going for him right now. 28 builds, though, not nearly enough if this ends up being a build-off. Everything on its head right now. Minty, the campfire all the way up top, using that campfire to try and potentially pop. No way. Miki all the way up in the sky.
He's challenging for it. He's going to be able to take the high ground, but he saw him now. So this is such an awkward situation. Miki gets the positional advantage, but doesn't have anything else other than that. And Minty's just going to say, okay, that's fine.
The number of flips and position at the end there was ridiculous. But Minty, I honestly don't even know where to start. But on your screen right now, Cease laying fire down, 8 eliminations in this game, 12 points total when we jump in here on NA East. And it does not surprise me in the slightest to see him absolutely slaying out. 230-ish medium ammo, 123 shotgun shells, a boogie, 4 minis, and a smile on his face, honestly, I'm sure at this point.
Yeah.
Because this game is going exceedingly well.
Well, see, someone who's already qualified from the solos section of things, an absolute beast of a player, you see.
From all the previous events that you and I have had the opportunity to cast, all the events that we've watched, there are so many notable players. People have to realize, oh, Rome's just paid the price for that.
Sorry to cut you off, did you see what Cease just did? Cease edited down his walls to drop Rome's down.
Especially, let's focus on just solos. Players get 5 weeks to attempt to qualify for the World Cup Fortnite solo section. So you have a number of notable names that will obviously make it in. Cease showing exactly why it's already qualified.
Yes.
That being said, you're going to have a lot of players that we've watched multiple times just not make it. And that can be kind of punishing to think about.
Oh my
goodness. One that gets lasered out of midair. So he's just kind of in a shooting gallery here as players are trying to rotate in, not really building too much. His shots are already going to clearly come out from Cease there. The redeploy floating in. Still a ton of medium ammunition, ton of shotgun shells, and a player stuck out in the zone. You hate to see it, but that's yet another one. 14 elims.
We'll still have 20 to 30 players left in this zone. Instead, with only 10, Cease winds up having a much better understanding of where exactly all the remaining players are in the field and can play based off that, doing a brilliant job to this point.
Opportunity to farm the tree. Rotation straight west. Rocks caught underneath Paradox, gets the siphon. 12 shield and 65 HP feels a little better than just a second ago. In fact, that siphon saved Paradox from being eliminated in that moment, but down to 7 HP, and the medkit probably not going to go off. Paradox has to push forward. The Storm applying pressure right behind him.
Here are our final players. There is one all the way up top still. Cease trying to lay down the fire. 95 health in total. Now 145, now 195. As Cease doesn't miss once. 16 eliminations so far. 50 materials remaining, or at least builds remaining. A little bit better than 50 total materials. It's Blue Thunder on the high ground, Paradox on the low ground. Our healthiest player right now, Cease, well, just eliminated the one. 17 eliminations to this point. Blue Thunder dropping on down. Cease with 200 HP.
Vying for it, but the player all the way at the top, Blue Thunder 000 pops those minis, and probably the worst timing possible. You left the left side exposed, and Cease got the little peek shot.
Just know that that's going to happen. Mongraal takes out Hoopek. Man, Mongraal, every time I see him in a position like this is so scary for all these players. Look, he even takes an RPG shot in the middle of all that pressure on high ground. He has 2 of them, Lupa. I'm not sure why he has this.
Double rocket is the strat. Didn't you know that? Come on, baller. Get with the times, man. Mongraal literally thinking 5 steps ahead of everybody else at this point.
And another shot does not connect there. Does try. Did knock him all the way down. That player falls.
The fall damage down to 4. He's got 4 HP.
Oh,
catches Omer off guard.
The stink grenade, though. He needs to get out. Yes.
He's still in it. 3 builds left.
Going over the hill, though.
He's going to have to utilize other players' structure at this point, reloading those rockets. He's still sitting on 6 shots between the 2 of them.
Okay. It's not actually going over that hill. It's going to start going down. He actually needs to break a hole through so that he can continue his path down and get through cover. Yes, barely 2 HP. Are you going to do this, Mongraal? No way. No way can you survive in this situation.
Jamming himself underneath the structure, he might actually, his head might have been poking through the floor. He's staying just ahead, just out of sight. Does the player see him?
Yes,
I don't think so. The drop in. Gets the shot off and gets the elimination. Mongraal literally putting on a clinic of why you need to pay attention to what's going on.
Everybody,
are you kidding me?
Just fell.
Picks up 3 balls.
Launch pad. He's going to launch pad off. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? 13 eliminations. There's still 4 players left, including him. Add it down. No way. Are you doing this right now, Mongraal? No way. Top 3 situation now. Going to get the time for the minis. Still needs to find 2 more. Not sure who he's fighting. It's Alec on high ground and then Zexrow. Mongraal took down every single player that we talked about earlier in the lobby. And now reloading the double RPG as well. Zexrow's gonna go down in another one. Mongraal, are you kidding me?
There is no put him through there because the storm was ticking, and then if it had been a pump, it would have been different. As Bugger shows, if it's a pump, it can be different, particularly from that range.
Launch pad, but we'll mean a community launch pad. Not the best situation for Bugga, but listen, he's going to get himself to safety, and that's what matters. A few shots going out. Okay, triple 36s. Make that 4, and that's gone. That's it. The player's gone.
Yep. Jaeger's going down Bugga, looking for the snap reaction, heavy snipe on the player from the high ground. Instead, just continuing to trade out with the AR because the storm will start pressuring him, and he gets it. Crab, you belong down on the beach. Bugga says,
delicious.
Get down there.
And now check it out. We're still moving away, but we're moving more into that jungle area. We see a nice 82 on the player as he follows in. Bugga goes full send on that player, and it pays off. Now he needs to go on the offensive here. He did pick up extra materials as well, Sundown, so he's feeling really good and really confident.
Bugga now diving down is going to opt to reset, but only 18 builds.
I like that he just goes in and just establishes himself. He does have the RPG to rely on. There's going to be 1 player, potentially 2 here in the fall, but just like you said, he only has 9 builds. He needs to find a player and eliminate them, secure those very vital materials.
Yep, and Flossin, you can go sit in a queue now that you've been eliminated there. Bugga saying bye-bye, dropping him from the high ground.
No builds.
7 players left, but as you said, is out of builds. Here's the fake rift, doesn't quite confirm it. There's looking to drop this player, finds where it's connected. The player did have redeploy, late catch on himself, but it didn't matter. So Schoolboy threw the cone down, but was occupying it, so it didn't quite build him, not going to protect him from that. As you see, Bugga taking advantage of the fact he has builds again to waterfall back down. Didn't want to be caught.
Literally just levitating his way down. That's how fast everything just happened. But like you said, he's back down. Now look, he did have a great deal of builds. Now we're in top 4 right now, so this is going to be a very difficult situation. We see a nice shot come through, nothing to fall. Someone does crack back, but it doesn't matter. Juicy gets traded out, and now Bugga's down to 32 in RPG. Follow up.
That's unforgivable.
You could almost argue that the risk there is throwing the boogie bomb instead of taking the pump shot, because he could have hit him right there. The player wasn't looking.
Yep.
But instead, once he hits the boogie bomb, he's like, okay, I basically made the risky play.
Yep.
Now let's make sure I make it worthwhile.
Exactly.
And you can't ask for much more than immediately eliminating the player.
Good awareness there by Soul. Handy was stuck in a box
from the previous builds. Oh, does do a great job reconnecting that, actually. Yeah. Shout out to whoever's on the high ground. Pump Shoddy. But Hogman now just 1 layer below, looking to end this game of the person on the high ground right now.
They're so high, though, and Top Gun's starting to look back.
Oh, no, and Hogman's down to just 10 HP.
Yeah, down to 10 HP, starting to waterfall, but no! Top Gun manages to take it out. He looked back at the perfect time and finished up his fight, and that fight went on for way too long. I was actually going to start to commend them for not fighting too high.
Yep.
I want to see what you're made of, see what kind of materials you have. And then the entire lobby piles on.
And then once that happens, again, you know, it's like, the heavy sniper is a good weapon, just to be clear. It's a very good weapon.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where I think he almost went to, and then you almost look at the amount of players remaining and go, am I really about to risk my whole game when there's just 2 more deaths needed to get placement points?
Right outside of top 25,
and that was Slappy, and he takes the L!
No.
Oh, no! Takes the L on his teammate, TSM Slappy. For a brief moment, just going to follow this opponent's build, and, you know, smart heads up play. This player thinks Zexrow's down low. Zexrow instead goes right to his level and just...
He actually missed the edit, though. Unfortunately, it does get knocked down now, finally. And he's going to be able to take a nice shotgun. He's in the same box. He takes out Predator. Nice play from Zexrow. He's got a little bit more mats for it as well.
Right now, showing it all over again.
Yeah, TwitchCon. Such a strong performance there. Oh, my goodness.
60-plus damage headshot right there.
Yeah.
It's like he just doesn't miss. Oh, the launch pad, panic launch pad used, 36 tag, looking for the finish on the elimination, trying to get any bit of spray he can. Does get taken by someone else.
But this one I don't think is going to get stolen there. He gets Lamoned, but does manage to fall. He still has high ground. I don't know how he's doing this. I don't know how he's getting these materials. He actually just went up another 10, but here comes a baller trying to take high ground and fight time at the same time. So I think that's the end. No, he continues to fight. He continues. He does not want to lose this, and he's actually just destroying anybody who goes up here. He's actually on 12 elims, and another one named
13.
Flow. Flowing a little bit too slowly there. And reload the heavy sniper now. That's opportunity.
Knows that's really his best chance here to begin to swing some of these engagements, get that heavy sniper reload way towards the edge of that zone, dropping another one down. No fall damage taken, a 110 pump, a 72 hip fire. How about some more? Look, I mean, look, Zexrow knows one thing and one thing only.
Yeah.
And that's just pushing everyone he sees. It's like he sees red in these late games. Looking to try to finish this game strong. Already at 14 limbs, top 5. Top 4.
Zexrow,
limbs.
what are you doing?
I'm telling you, Zexrow like only just sees an enemy as like you are in my lobby, you have to perish now.
Yeah. Definitely. These players wronged him by being in the same lobby. He
It's
wants
your fault.
revenge, and he gets it again.
220.
And
110.
another one. Wow. 1-on-1 now. It's Zexrow up against the Guardy Party on high ground. Where's this going to go?
Zexrow has a major health advantage.
Yeah, he does, but it's going over that hill, and that's going to definitely take his health advantage away. But it's actually 30 HP for Guardy Party. Let's see what happens here. The hill is going to be a problem for Zexrow. What's his plan to get out of here? Maybe the medkit? No, he's going to go for the launch pad. Yes. Does he get in the zone? No, this player actually, he doesn't realize. Does not realize he lands on top of him, but the zone is going to end him.
Oh. Wow. So close. Guardy Party. Is that actually 0 limbs?